Hello, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my yearly favorites. I've done this video, I want to say every year since I've started my channel. Can't promise it's been every year, but close to it. Now I don't do monthly favorites or even bi-monthly favorites because I find that I don't often have enough things to share, but I do kind of keep an ongoing list throughout the year that I want to share with you to let you know the things that I've been loving this year. I'm going to go by category. Some categories are much smaller than others. I'll start with one of the smallest, which is TV shows. Well, I've enjoyed a number of TV shows and movies throughout this year. The ones that really stuck out to me as ones that I loved, couldn't wait to watch the next episode, somewhat binge watched, which is not something I typically do, and that was first off Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which I did mention last year, but it is still a favorite, and I am very happy and excited that they've continued it on because for a while there it looked like it was going to be canceled while on a cliffhanger. So I wasn't too thrilled about that, but luckily the Roku channel picked it up. Now, I am pre-recording this video because I know that my December is going to be insane, so I wanted to get these year-end videos recorded in advance for you. So as of the date of this recording, the new Zoe's Extraordinary Christmas and the continuation has not come out yet, so I can't give my thoughts on that, but it is a favorite show because it's just entertaining. Like I said, I like seeing what the next episode's going to be, and I don't really feel like there's a lot of other things like it. The other TV show was Bridgerton, which I do believe came out last December, but I didn't watch it until January of this year, and I watched it because I couldn't stop hearing about it everywhere, and I had to know what all the fuss was about, and once I watched it, I understood. It's a bit more of a risque show, so if you're not into that, I don't know if it'd be the show for you, but I enjoyed it. It definitely kept my interest. I thought they did a good job of, while it was a period piece or period TV show, they kind of also gave it a modern feel, so I would definitely recommend if you have not seen Bridgerton yet. It is on Netflix. I know they're working on season 2. I don't know when it comes out, but season 1 is really good, and I would recommend it. Next, I'll move on to the home category. So items throughout my home that I've liked, or have made my life easier, or I've just enjoyed using. And the first is my coffee maker, which I got last December, or last Christmas season, from my mom, and it has been one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. Prior to that, I was a Keurig girl. I loved my Keurig, and now that I've changed, I don't know that I'll ever go back. Because one, I can buy regular bagged coffee as opposed to K-Cups, which I feel like has been a lot more affordable, and I've had plenty of choice in the bagged coffee that I've wanted. It will do iced coffee, cold brew, hot coffee, as well as tea, but I have not tried the tea feature. And it also does lattes, which I still have not tried. Someday I will, just haven't yet. But, I don't know if you know if I said what the coffee maker is, but it is a Ninja. If I can find the exact one, I'll link it in the description box. I'll also try to put in some video so you can see what it looks like. But that has been one of the best home items I've received, and I use it every day, multiple times a day sometimes. I'm drinking some of it right now, and it makes delicious coffee. And if you're looking for a new coffee maker, it is one that I would recommend. Going along with that, I found a new coffee that I love. I believe Jessica Braun mentioned it one time, and I said, oh, well, I'll give that a try because I wasn't exactly sure what to get when I first got the machine, and that's the Gevalia House Blend. Now, I was thinking, oh, Gevalia, because it's Gevalia and because you're paying for that name brand, it's probably going to be expensive. Well, it's not really any more expensive than other bagged coffee, and I don't know, there's just something about it. It has a really nice flavor without being too strong. So if you're a coffee drinker, definitely check that one out. The next item is a cleaning product, and there are times, no, not times, I think this could be magic as close to magic as we can get, because I don't know that I've ever found another product that works so well, does what it says it's going to do, and I don't know, I'm just amazed every time I use it. It works like magic. And if you have a pet and carpets, it's a must. It's the Nature's Miracle Enzymatic Formula Stain and Odor Remover. Now, for the most part, Duncan is very good, but every now and then he'll have a mishap where maybe he'll drip a little something on the carpet, or I've even had some mud get on the carpet, blood. I know, it's gross, but it happens. And this gets everything out. Now, I have light tan colored carpets, and every time I've used this, it gets rid of every trace of a stain, whether I find it immediately or I come home at the end of the day and it's been there all day. I don't know how it works or why, but it's amazing at getting stains out. Granted, they haven't been like huge, like a wine stain that's everywhere. It's been like little, spots here and there, but put some of this on, follow the directions, swear it's like magic, it disappears. And I mean, I barely even put a dent in this bottle, so it's been one of the best purchases I've ever made. And if you have a pet and carpets and don't have this, go get it or order it, because it's the best thing I've ever tried. And that's not an exaggeration. Another thing I just wanted to mention from this year is kind of more of a general thing, but Trader Joe's and all the yummy snacks that they offer. If you've watched my channel, you've seen that I've done a couple of Trader Joe's hauls, and for the most part, when I go there, it's for the snacks. But I find the staff to be very friendly and helpful. They have things you can't find other places, so if you're looking for yummy, tasty snacks, check out those hauls that I did for recommendations, but also just check out your Trader Joe's and see what they have, because I found a lot of new favorites this year that came from Trader Joe's. This next item I've had for longer than a year, but I never really thought too much about it, or it didn't click too much for me until I was starting to think more about recording this video, and I said, oh, I should share that. And it might seem like a very simple thing to some of you, but then there might be some of you that haven't even thought about it, so I thought I would share. And that is velvet coat hangers. These are just simple white ones I found pretty affordable on Amazon, but what I like about them is because they're so thin, they allow you to fit a lot more in your closet. I never used to be able to fit as much in my closet when I had thicker hangers. And now I can hang pants, which I found to be a lot more convenient, as well as shirts, sweaters, dresses. And the other great thing about them is that because they're velvet as opposed to plastic or wood or something like that, stuff doesn't slip off of them, because that would drive me crazy too when I would hang stuff up and then it would all fall off the hangers and onto the floor. It was just annoying. But that doesn't happen with these because it's got the stick of the velvet. So if you haven't tried these and you're ever looking to change out your hangers, I recommend them for space saving, but also for the annoying fact of you won't have that annoying fact of them slipping off anymore. And I think they come in all different colors, like I've seen them in pink and gray, probably black, but I just got the white ones, but there you go. The next favorite is again a recommendation I learned about because of Jessica Braun, and that is my humidifier. I had another humidifier before, which was a typical, I think, Vicks brand one that you can get at Walmart or any of those places, and there was nothing wrong with it, but I found the filling of it to be annoying. The one I have now is a Homestay. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but it's on Amazon. I'll try to link it if I can find it. I have it in a pretty pale pink color. You can also diffuse essential oils and things like that in it, but I don't typically do that with it. I just use it for the humidifier part of it. But especially in the winter when my heat is running, my skin tends to get a lot drier, so I do run a humidifier at night just to get that moisture back in the air. And what I love about this one is it's easy to use, easy to clean, and even easier to fill because it's a top filling one, and I'll try to get some video to show you this. But so instead of having to completely separate like you do with some and flip it over, and it's just kind of a pain and hassle. All you have to do is lift the top off and fill it like you're filling a pitcher or something. And so it's very easy and convenient. Also makes me use it more because I don't find it to be cumbersome or a nuisance or anything. So if you're in the market for a humidifier, it is one that I would recommend. And the final thing in the home category is something of Duncan's, but it's also convenient for me, and that is his automatic feeder. I'm not remembering the exact brand off the top of my head right now, but I will again try to put it in the description box and show you some video of it. But basically you can just fill it, schedule it to feed in the morning, evening, whenever you want it to feed, as much food as you want. And it's convenient for me because I'm not always home in the evening right at the time that he would want to be eating, and this way I don't have to rush home from somewhere to feed him. I just know he's always going to be taken care of and fed, well, even if I'm not home right at a particular time. And it's also good because if I have to go away for a night or a couple of days, then I can set it to also do breakfast, so I can just be sure that he will always be fed and happy. So again, if you have a pet, it is something that I would recommend to you if you think it would work out for your pet and make your life more convenient. Next is beauty, which is one of the bigger categories for this yearly favorites. And the first item I did mention in one of my empties videos, and it was a bit of a surprise because I used these when I was younger and never really gave them a thought as an adult until my mom purchased some for me and I found that I love them, or I refound my love for them. And that is Lip Smackers Lip Balm. I was surprised at how well they moisturized and worked, and the lasting power, and the fact that they taste good is just a bonus. So it's definitely a new favorite as of this year, and one that I'll be continuing to repurchase. I also discovered a new favorite eye cream this year, which I have spoken about in other videos, but I did want to share since it has been a favorite. One, because it's affordable. Two, because it works as well as I've seen for an eye cream as with helping with dark circles. And that is the Inky List Caffeine Eye Cream. You can get it at Sephora as well as I believe off the Inky List website. And I believe it's only $9.99. And while it's not the most moisturizing eye cream, so it might not be the best one in the winter, I use it year round, but I also bring in another eye cream in the colder months. But it's just the best thing I've found for, while nothing's going to completely get rid of my dark circles, as I've said many times before. It's the one that I've seen the most results with as far as helping with them, and the fact that it's affordable is a wonderful bonus. The next favorite won't be a surprise to any of you that have watched past favorites or videos of mine, but I haven't mentioned it all year because I've been trying not to repeat items too often, but because it is still a favorite, I wanted to at least let you know it is still a favorite. And that is my Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer with SPF 47. And Josie Maran actually started a what would you call that? Like almost a subscription for her argan products. So since it's something that I'm always repurchasing anyway, now kind of like you would do an auto ship with any other company for pet supplies or whatever, I can do an auto ship for my Josie Maran moisturizer, so I don't even have to think about getting refills because it's something that I'm always using every single day and therefore have to repurchase a number of times throughout the year. So haven't found anything to replace it yet. It's still a favorite. Just wanted to let you know. I discovered a new favorite moisturizer this year that was recommended to me by a dermatologist, and that's the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Gel Cream, I believe is the right name of it. Is that correct? Hydra Boost Moisturizer. So I always look to make sure it's the unscented one because there is a scented one which works a little bit differently, has a little bit different formula, but I always go for the unscented one. And I find it to be a nice moisturizer, hydrating. My skin seems to react well to it. Don't currently have it, trying a different one, but it is one that I will continue to get in the future. Also discovered a new favorite concealer this year, which I have mentioned, but I just wanted to make sure I included it in my yearly favorites for the entire year, and that is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I forget the color I have, so I'll try to put it in the description box. But it's worked well for me as far as use, coverage. It's not the most affordable, so I'd love to be able to find a similar one that's more affordable, but I'll continue to use it as long as I'm liking it and until I find something I like better. I may also go back to my Maybelline one at some point and kind of change them out, but yeah, that is a new favorite concealer. Another eye cream I discovered this year, which is a favorite but is also a little more on the pricey side, so I have not yet repurchased it, but I did like the way it worked, so it is one that I would look to get on sale in the future or purchase in the future when I need eye cream, and that is the Skin Fix Barrier 360 Eye Cream. And I'm blanking on the price right now, but again, I'll put the information on the screen or below. And yeah, it's a good eye cream, just a little more than I would like to spend, so I'm holding off on getting it for the moment. I also loved this year the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel in the color Taupe. It works well, was a good color for me. I have mentioned in past videos that I didn't like the drugstore ones because I couldn't find a color that worked for me, but I've just in the last couple of days started a new drugstore one, and I said, maybe it's me. Maybe it's not the drugstore ones. Maybe it's me, and I've been choosing the wrong color all this time because they always look too reddish, and I would always kind of go for the brunette or brown ones, but then they would always be too reddish on me. So I said, well, I have the Anastasia one in Taupe, and that works well for me. So let me see if I can find this drugstore one in Taupe. And I did. And it's working a lot better than I have in the past with any of them. I have tried this one in the past. I think it was just the wrong color. But it's only been a couple days, so I can't include it as a favorite right now. But keep an eye on my empties and review videos and things to see if it does end up being a favorite. Because if so, it's much more affordable than the Anastasia one, and I would probably switch to buying that one all the time. The next favorite is headbands. These headbands in particular that my mom got me for my birthday from Amazon. They come in a pack of I think 10 or something, and originally I was like, I don't need 10, I can just have 1 or 2, but they didn't really have an option, and they weren't that expensive for 10 of them. And now I'm kind of glad that it came with 10 because they're all different colors and patterns. They all kind of this style with the knot on the top, but they have all different colors and patterns in them. But I was pleasantly surprised because they are extremely comfortable. Now, obviously this doesn't go with my outfit, but I just wanted to show you how it worked. And I was surprised because I've worn them a couple of times now, and usually with other headbands I've had, they hurt my head after a while throughout the day and I have to take them off because they give me a headache or they're just uncomfortable. But these ones, I've gone all day wearing them, and even when I take them off, I haven't felt any pain. They don't feel too tight. Granted, I haven't tested the lasting power of them, meaning I've only been using them a few months, so they might not be made the best quality. They might start to fall apart. I don't know. But for the amount of them you got and for the price and the fact that they are comfortable, I recommend them. So if you're looking for some new headbands, check these out. Next is a hair product that I discovered because I think I got it as a Sephora point perk, or Sephora sent it to me or something. I didn't buy it myself, but it is a Way hair scrub. And at first I was like, hair scrub? What the heck am I going to do with something like that? But I really like it. It's a small container, but it's lasted me a long time because I don't use it every day or even every week, just when I need to. So I've run into issues since I've been in this apartment with my hair not feeling clean or looking clean, or it'll be clean, but then the next day it looks like I didn't even wash it. And I've tried different shampoos. I've tried using less conditioner. I've tried lots of things. And it might be good for a while, but doesn't stay good, and so I wasn't really sure what to do because I think it could be the water. But when that happens, when it starts to get like, oh, I just can't do anything with it, it doesn't look good, I use this Way hair scrub. Now, the way I use it is I'll put it in, the roots and scrub it in, but then I will also go in with shampoo because it said you could do that in the instructions, and that way you make sure you're getting out all the scrub as opposed to some scrub maybe being left in there. And my hair looks great the next day. So if you have that problem, check it out. The other thing I got, which I don't know why I got sooner, but has been working well, is a simple thing that you can get at the drugstore. I don't know exactly what to call it, but I'll call it basically a loofah that has a handle. I'll show you the one I have in my shower so you can see what I'm talking about. But I always found it difficult when in the shower to get all of my back, because I can only reach so much. So sometimes I was finding it difficult to really clean all of that. But now with this thing, just put a little body wash on it. It's got the handle, so now it helps me to reach everywhere and makes it much more convenient. That is everything for my beauty favorites. I only have one final favorite to share with you, and it didn't really fit in any other category. And that is Match.com. And this requires a little bit of explanation because in the beginning of the year, I signed up for 2 different online dating sites because honestly, I don't know how else you meet people these days, especially with COVID restrictions and all of that were going on. And while online dating itself is definitely not a favorite and was quite an interesting and eye-opening experience, and maybe I'll make a video about that someday. Let me know if you would like to see a video about my experience. If there's enough interest, maybe I'll share it with you. But ultimately, Match was the one that worked out best for me and helped me to meet my boyfriend. And without it, I would not have met him. And that's hard for me to believe now. But I do owe my thanks to that dating app site, whatever you want to call it, for introducing us, because without it, it never would have happened. And it's honestly one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And now I can't picture my life without him. So thanks, Match, for bringing a favorite person into my life that I otherwise would not have met. So I felt like I had to share that because while the whole overall experience wasn't a favorite, I feel like I have to include it as a favorite because it introduced me to my amazing boyfriend. And there you have it. That is my yearly favorites for 2021. I really cannot believe we are almost in 2022. I probably say this every year, but I feel like the years just are going by faster and faster, and the months go by faster and faster, and I just don't know where the time goes sometimes, but it's just a reminder to appreciate every little moment, every day, every season, and to find the good in all of it. Because I like that saying, while every day might not be a good day, there is good in every day. I think I'm saying it right. Close enough, hopefully. And sometimes it's up to you to just have to look for it. So I hope that you have a good day and are able to find the good in every day. And I hope you have a very happy rest of 2021, whatever's left of it. I don't know exactly when this video will be posted, but I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. And I also wish you an amazing, healthy, and happy 2022. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!